ideally for Python. So see here, download. So just go ideally Python or Windows 10. So these are the versions. Okay, so whatever the version you are interested, suppose 3.9.1. So just click here, the latest version 3.9.1. Click it here, and it will you will go to this page. See, this is the official Python page. So here you can select so which version you need it. Okay, suppose see this is 32-bit Windows, Windows Windows installer 32-bit, Windows installer 64-bit. So just click on Windows installer 64-bit. Okay, just click it here. It will start downloading. You can see here. So it will start downloading. So once, because in my case I already downloaded, so I already installed it. Just click it here. It will ask you some. So here, add the Python path. Please, this is very important thing. Okay, so just must tick this one. Okay, add Python 3.9 to the path. So this is very important. Okay, so then install now. If you will click it here, it will start. See here. So it will start the installation. Okay, so in my case I already finished the installation. Okay, so this is the Python. So here in our this is our Python 3.7.1, and here we have installed this version. So you can go for the latest version, no issue. Okay, now last time as we discussed, please you can also execute the command at your end. Okay, if you will find any error, so please you can discuss with me. Suppose if we need to print any message on the screen, so how we can print it, how we can print any hello world message, how we can print. Just see, this is the ideally. Suppose here even you can see here, just simply you can write here, welcome to Python. Okay, so if you type this one in curly braces, you can see, so it will display as output, welcome to this one. Okay,
Please like and subscribe to HaiderTech.
one. Okay, so a is equal to 10. Suppose a is equal to 10. Okay, now you want to print a, so write print. So print a. Okay, like suppose in the curly braces, like here, print a. So you can see the value of a will be printed. So here, see now. So the most important thing is, so you can see, so whatever you are giving a value to this variable a, to this variable a, so it is going to print on the screen. Okay, so the print function is, print is a function. Okay, if you want to print uh, a blank space, okay, as we discussed, print. If you want to print just a line, okay, suppose this is a line you want to print. Okay, just simply, sorry, just simply type this one. See here, print this one. See, it will just print a line as I show you. So now, is it okay for all of you? Yes. So far, it is okay.
Yes, Mr. Yes.
So you are doing the same thing now. So you are not getting error. Yeah. Okay. Now, suppose, see, now we need to take the input from the user. Okay, suppose if we need to add two numbers. Okay, if you want, if now we are going to change the scenario. Now the scenario is notepad. Scenario is, so add two number, add and multiply two numbers. Okay, two numbers. Yes, now tell me what we need to do. Yes.
Print
So
one
sorry.
two. Print 1+2.
Okay, so we will create a file. Okay, no problem. Just see how to create the file. So simply you can go to the, just 1 minute. Okay, now see here how to create the file. Suppose if you want to create, you want to write a program, okay? Just go to the, see here, just let me make it a little bit big. See here, now go to the file and write a new file, okay? Write a new file. Here, suppose our scenario is we need to print two numbers, okay? So if we need to print two numbers, so how we can print two numbers? Yes, how we can print two numbers? Tell me, please.
A equal 5,
Okay, now see here.
or
Suppose we
you
need
can
first we need
use
to
the
declare two.
print.
Yeah, first we need to what we need to do. First we need to declare two variables. Okay, so first we need to create the variables. Okay, suppose we are going to create two variable. So x variable. Okay, let me increase the font or format. No, I think we cannot do it. Okay, zoom, height, and other thing I can do it. Okay, now see. So now I'm going to create two variable. So one variable is x. The value of x is equal to, we can say, 10, and the value of y is equal to we can say 20. So if I need to add these two numbers together, so what I will do? So I need to add these two numbers. Okay, I will say z. So z equal to x plus y. Okay, x plus y. Okay, if you write z x plus y, now you need to print z. So you simply write print. Okay, and double quotation, the result of addition is, the result of addition is, just simply, this is just a message. Okay, so this is just a message, simple message. If you don't, so here just simply after the this one, just add the colon, then write the number. Okay, z. So this is, now it will print z. Okay, now we are going to run this program. Before run, so you have to save the file. Okay, now I will save addition. So my file name, okay, so you can give the file name like add, okay, so add program. Okay, so this is the program. Now you can see the result of addition is 30. Okay, now all of you, it's clear. See here, now let me, so here, so this is the add format font. All of you, please. So this is, now is it okay now? Now you can see. So if we need to add two numbers, see, this is the first variable. It is integer. Y, it is 20. So we don't need to write int, and we don't need to write like the string or any other things. Okay. So whatever the value you will give, so the Python will automatically convert this number into a integer. Okay, so this is, it will automatically, okay, the compiler will understand now it's a integer. Okay, so suppose now if you want to print, suppose here a, you want to print your name like Ali. Okay, so just you can write Ali, Ali. Now this time it will take this one as a string, because now we are giving in double quotation, and in this quotation we are writing the string. So it will automatically convert this one, the value, into a string, and it will display. uh, so now you can display the result of a. So just simply type print a. Okay, so if you will type, now just let me control C, control A, control V. Now let me run this program, and you will see it is saved. Now you can see the result of addition is 30, and this one, as I told you, so this is the this is this one, this variable, it is taken as a string, so it will display as a string. So variable do not need to be declared with the particular type. as I discussed with you. Okay, so we can change the type. After that we can set it. Okay, suppose, so in this case, this A is now type is string. Okay, so this A is the string. Suppose if you want to specify the data type of the variable, this can be done as a type casting. It can also be done if you want to declare as a see here, if you want to declare this one X or this one as a string. Okay, so you can type here the string if you want to declare. So this is called the type casting. Okay, data type casting if you want. Otherwise it will take it as a integer. This one, the second number, integer. Here if you want, so just simply write integer, so it will take it as an integer. So no need to even type the integer, by default it will take it. So this one again, integer. Okay, and it will take it as an integer, no need to type. So this one as a string. So XYZ, this is as a string. Okay, str. Okay, so this will, it will take it as a string. Okay, so now, so or suppose here, now you want a number, but this is not a this one is a, this is the string. Okay, so here you can see 30 or 4, 5, 6. So this one will be considered as a string. Okay, so it will not consider as a number. This one is a consider as a number because by default it is a number, and we are again typing here. This is called type casting, integer string. So if you want to convert the number into a string, so just simply type string. Okay, so it will type. Suppose here now I will write str or string. Okay, so the variable name is string. So control C. So now here, so this is string. So now let me print this one, print string. Okay, so sorry, now this is a variable name string. Okay, so this is the string, so it will take it as a string. Okay, str. Now this will taken as a string. You can see the 4, 5, 6, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now suppose before that print. So here you want to see, is it the string or integer? Simply write here type. So you want to see, is it a string or integer? Okay, if you want to see, is it a string or integer, just simply write type. So this one also here, write type. So A is a string or integer. Okay, now we will see type, and here simply. So if you want to see, you can you want to see, is it what is the type? So type is a function. Okay, so if you you can get the data type of the variable with the type function. Okay, with the type function. So there is here the print the type. Here also you can get the type. Okay, just let me get the type here. We can also write a type. Type. So we will see what
Mr.
is the type of.
Mr.
Yes.
Mr. Your screen very small. We can't see.
Okay, just wait a minute. Let me run and you will see the output. Just 1 minute. Okay, now control C. I'm going to control A. Now it is okay now. Is it okay? Now you can see the screen.
Yes, Mr.
Okay, now you can see, because here I'm writing in a notepad. Okay, see here, x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20. So now I want to see, so this is what is the type of x, what is the type is 20. Is it the integer, or is it a string, is it a float? So whatsoever, if you want to see the type, so what is the type of x, what is the type of this one, and here, so if you want to see the print x, so you will see here the print x. you want to see, so what is x? Okay, is it integer? If you want to see, print y, is it a integer or float or string, or print z if you want to print the type. So you can get the data type of the variable, okay, with the function type. So type is a function, okay. So now if you will see, type is a function. Now here we are saying, so you can write a comment. So type is a function, because we are going to call this function. So type is a function to get the data type, okay, data type. So here it will give you, so what is the data type of this x? Is it integer or float, or is it a string? So you can see with the with this statement, okay, with the type. So type is a function to get the data type, okay. So what is the type of this variable? What is the type of variable x? Is it integer? Is it float? Is it string? Okay, clear all of you? Okay, now let me run this program and you will see the output here. Okay, just control V and run. Now you can see here. Now let me use the magnifier just to show you the magnifier. Okay, now see here, this is the data type as I told you. Now you can see here, I just type x is equal to 10, y is equal to 20, a is equal to a string. This is also okay. So can you tell me what is the x is integer, or what is the data type of x? Yes, data type of x is, you can see the data type of x is, now you can see data type of x is integer. You can see here it is integer. So data type of if you want to, just 1 minute. See here, data type of y. If you are interested, data type of y. So data type of y is also integer. Data type of z is also integer. But data type of uh, string, string is a string, and this is a data type of a is also string, and this is string. Okay. So if you want to know what is the data type of each variable, just call this function. Type is a function. So this type function will, once you will call the function in your program, you will know what is the data type of this variable. Okay, clear? Okay, now suppose, now this is done, finished. Okay, now the second program, if we need to write a simple one more program. Okay, so if we need to write a program, if we need to take the new scenario. Okay, if we need to multiply two numbers, multiply and divide, and divide two numbers. So how we can multiply and divide two numbers? Yes, see here. Now same program, let me control C, multiply and divide two numbers. Okay, if we need to multiply two numbers, just wait. Okay, suppose this is variable a, this is variable b. Okay, now C is a result, or we can say result of a and b, a and b. Okay, so sorry, a and b. So the result of a and b. Okay, so what is the result of a and b? So here we need to write a print. Okay, so print. After result, you can write a print. So the print is result. Okay, so we are going to print the result, result, result. Okay, so that this is addition. Now if we need to multiply, just change the sign here to multiply. Okay, so just this is the only change. So if you will run this program, you will see the difference. Now see, run. you can see the multiplication of two number. Just use the magnifier, and you will see the result. You can see it is a 200. You can see now it is 200. Okay, see here now the result is 200. Okay, okay. Now, so as I told you, so if you are working in a string in Pythons are surrounded by either single quotation marks or double quotation marks, as I told you. So if you need to print some string, so you can write in a single quote or you can write in a double quotes. Okay, so you can display the string literally with the print function. So as I told you, if you simply want to print any statement, print the, so you can write in a single quote as well, single quote, the result of multiplication is, okay. Now you need to close the single quotation as well. Okay, double quotation marks and single quotation, it's up to you. So now here just colon and then the variable name. You can see, so this will be printed, so this will be printed on the screen. Now let me run and you will see how it is going to display the result of multiplication. Just I will show you the magnifier, and you will see. Now you can see here, 1 minute. You can see here, just now see here the print function. See here, so this is a single quotation. So don't confuse with double quotation mark or single quotation mark. So you can use single quotation as well as double quotation. It's up to you. Okay, so you can see single quotation and double quotation here. Now see here, now it will display the same result, the multiplication. Just run and save, and you can see here the result of multiplication is 200. See, it is the same result. Okay, okay. Now if you need to add two string together, okay, if you need to add two string, so how you can add two strings, how you can concatenate the two strings, okay, how you can concatenate two strings, just 1 minute. Okay, so how you can concatenate two strings? Suppose this is our string, so the first string we can say this is, okay, we can say this is my first string, and the second string IoT, sorry, IoT class. Okay, so this is my first string. Now I need to add these two strings together. So how I can add the strings? Simply how I can concatenate these two strings together. So just simply type here plus sign. Okay, now see the result, and we will see how we can concatenate two strings together. Okay, just Control A, Control V, and run. Now you can see here, so my IoT class. So we are going to concatenate, mean adding, just 1 minute, I will show you the magnifying. Okay, see now, see, so I'm going to add these two strings together. Okay, it means I want to concatenate these two strings together. Okay, and how I can do it? Just simply add a plus sign, because this is A is a string, B is also a string. So because we are assigning to this, the value of A is my, the value of B is IoT class. So now I need to add those together. It means I want to concatenate together. So how I can do it? Just add the plus sign. Okay, so it will concatenate both strings together. Okay, now so Now we can use one more function because there are multiple functions we can use in our Python program. Okay, so the slicing function. Now we can go for the slicing function. Okay, in slicing function you can return the range of the character by using a slice index. Okay, so let me write and you will see by yourself how. Suppose now hello world, I will type. Suppose here my IoT class. Okay, we can say IoT, my IoT. Okay, so now if I need to print, just 1 minute, you will see the result and you will see print B, print A. Okay, and now we are going to slicing. Five. Okay, two, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just let me check. Okay, just run. See, IoT 225. Now we are going to slice. Just 1 minute. Let me. I will just show you. You can see 2. So this is 225. Okay. So now it is going to start from 2. 2 means you need to specify the start index and the end index separate by the semicolon. If you will see here, separate by the semicolon. Okay. So it will return a part of the string. So it will return the part of the string. So it means, so the start index is 0. Okay, it will start from the 0. So if you will start from the 0, okay, the last 5, if we will say we are not interested in the first one, we are only interested from 5 to onward. Now you will see what is the difference now. See, my IoT, my 0, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, and up till here it is 5. If we want to 6, right, up till 6 we need to go a slicing. Okay, as I told you, so my IoT, so it will start from this point and it will go to all. So because all, so we are going to slice. If you need only, see, only first my, if you want to only display my, okay, just here if you just 3, so it will just display my. Okay, so because you are only interested in this one, so you are slicing. So you, by leaving out the start index, so the range will start at the first character and you will get the so get the character from the start to position 3. Okay, so start position up till 3. Okay, now clear. So this is called slicing. Now listen, now we need to write a program. Okay, we need to write a program. So the first program is, so we need to type a program. Okay, so the program, so we are going to write a program. We need to take the input from the user. So the program is, we have to take the input from the user. Okay, so if we need to take the input from the user, please all of you must write the program. Okay, all of you are with me? Yes, you are writing a program. So hello, hello, hello,
Yes, Mr. Aris.
please, you have to also practice. Okay, so you have to practice all these things. So now I am going to write a programs which will take the input from the user. Okay, and which will take the input from the user. Okay, and because this today and in next class I will finish the Python. Okay, all the things I will finish. So we have to take the input from the user. Okay, if we need to take the input from the user, the first, suppose we have one variable, we can say, now I am going to write here. So we have two variables, okay? So first of all, I will take, so we need to take the input from the user, and this one, okay, I will write it here. So I will take the input from the user, okay? So A is equal to, I will write integer, because if you will not write the integer, okay, first, no need to write, okay? Input, so enter the value of A, enter the first number, we can say first number, okay? So enter the first number, enter the first number, okay, enter the first number. So write this one, and then copy and enter the second number, we can say enter the second, we can say second number, okay, and en, sorry, en, sorry, enter the first number, enter the second number, okay. Now this is variable B, so you can give any name, okay. So the name, it's up to you, okay. First number, second number, and then here we have the result, we can say res or res, result of we can say the addition or multiplication, up to you, no problem. So just it is the only the problem with the, only just you need to change the sign, multiplication, division, anything you can do it, okay. So result of A plus B. So now we need to see how we are getting the input from the user and how it is going to display. So what after that, how we can print this one? Yes, how I can print? Just write print and result, okay, res. Simply you can, if you want to print some message before the result, you can also type, okay. Suppose if you want to print the message, okay, so you can just write in a double quote, the result of two number is, just you have to close the double quotation mark, and here you need to add the colon, okay. So because this is a variable name, so after that we need to print this variable here, okay. So this is your message, this is the message, it do nothing, just it will print on your screen the message, okay. So whatever the message you will write it here, it will print simply, it will do nothing. But this variable, how it will come, because it will add A and B, and the result will save in the res, and then it will display on the screen with the print function, okay. Now we will see how it is doing, okay. Now I'm going to run the program. Now you can see, enter the first number, okay. First number is 45, sorry, now you can see first number is 45 or 23, okay. So the result is 23. Now listen here, input here, if you will see now, the first, enter the first number, just 1 minute, again one more time we can run, enter the first number, we can say 112 plus 23, you can see. Now did you see the result? Is it correct? Yes, is it a correct result? 12 plus 23, is it correct result? Is it correct what it is doing? Yes, tell me. It is not going to add, it is going to concatenate. You can see it is going to concatenate 12 and 23, 12 and 23, it is going to concatenate. Did you observe? Is it the right answer? No, this is not the addition of two number. Yes, this is not the addition of two number. You are also
Yes.
getting the same output, you are also getting the same result. Yes, tell me,
Yes, Mister.
is it the correct result? Because we want to add the number, because we want to add the number. So this is not the addition of the number. This is just a concatenation. Okay, this is the concatenation. So what we need to do, there is a problem. So because we need to tell, so this is the integer. Okay, so whatever the input you are taking, this is the integer. So before that, just type it and type this one. Okay, see, just I'm going to just use a magnifier again. Now I need to type here int. Okay, see here in, see here, just I'm typing int input. Okay, so the second one also I need to type int, and this is the one. Now it is clear. So just I need to type int before that. And now how many, the bracket, we also need to close the bracket. Okay, see now, just here we also need to close the bracket. Okay, so we are telling, so this is our integer type. Okay, so this is our integer type. So so this is our integer type. Now if you will run the program, you will see, now did you observe, enter the first number, we will see 12. Okay, file python. Okay, add. Okay, 1 minute. One, let me close the magnifier. Where is the magnifier? Okay, let me close the magnifier. Okay, now see, this is integer, this one is integer, and result, it is not going to display the result. Integer first number 12, second number is 23, so the result is 35. If you will see here, so the result is 35. Now can you see now? So the result is 35. Okay, so simply this is a very simple program how you can take the input. Now just 1 minute, I will just show you something. Okay, now we want to write a program which will compare two numbers. So which number is greater and which number is smaller. Okay, now we want to write a if or else. Okay, if else command. So now here, so the number, the first number is here, first num, and this is second number. Okay, we can say num. So we have two numbers. Okay, first num and second number. So we want to compare. So first number is greater than the second number. So we want to see which number is greater. Okay, suppose we want to see which number is greater. So here, if num1, first number, suppose if first number is greater than second number. Okay, if first number is greater than second number, then print this message. Okay, print a is, sorry, the first number is greater than, if first number is greater than second number. Okay, so sorry, if first num is greater than second number. Okay, so here write the colon. This is very important. It means now you are going to continue your statement, and this one must type the indentation. This is very important. Indentation is very important, the spaces. So it means this is the block of program. It will print if this will compare. Okay, so you need to write the indentation. Okay, so print. So what you want to print? So you want to see the first number is, the first number is bigger than second number. Okay, this is just a print message. Okay, we are saying else, else, else. Okay, now else, then this column, and here now if else, just simply type this second number is greater than first number, else, okay, because one time comparison is okay, but give the indentation, okay, this is indentation because you are giving the spaces. So now second number is greater than first number, is bigger than second number. Now we want to compare. So the first number which we enter is this one is bigger or the second number is bigger, okay. Now we want to see, okay. Now copy this one and paste it here. We will run the program. Just 1 minute. Okay. Now run the program. Enter the first number. Okay, suppose the first number is 3334 and second number is 3345. So the second number is bigger than the first number. So the second number is bigger than the first number. Okay. Now you can see with the I will use a magnifier. See here. Now if and else, because we want to compare two numbers. So which number is bigger? The first number is bigger than the second number, or the second number is bigger than the first number. So we declare two variable, first num, and we also declare a second variable we call second num. So we are taking an input from the user, enter the first number, enter the second number input, and these inputs are considered as a, sorry, these are the integer values. Okay, we are telling it is an integer value. Now first num plus second number it is going to add, but this is the just a simple addition. Okay, but we want to see which number is bigger. Print the first number is bigger than the second. If first num is greater than second num, print this, else print second number is greater. If you want to see now, so I have entered this first number. Okay, so enter the first number, this is the first number and this is the second number, and the result of addition is this is the one, and the second number is bigger than the first number. You can see second number is 3000 33345. Okay, and here 3334. So the second number is bigger than the first number. So simple program, you can see here we write a very simple program and just we get the output. Is it clear now? Yes. Yes, please, all of you. So if else, we have finished. Okay. Now we can go for the loop. Okay. Simply we can go for the loop. So we have two loops, as I told you, while loop and we have the for loop. Okay. First we can go to the for loop, then we will write the we will go for the while loop. Okay. So for loop, we can execute a set of statement once for each item in a list or tuple set extra. So for loop is used for the iteration over a sequence. It means once a condition will meet, it will exit from the loop. Okay, so 1 to 10, so it will execute 10 times, so 10 iteration will go. Suppose now here we want a loop. Okay, suppose we have a list. Okay, now suppose we have a list, or without the list you can also do it, and the break statement you can also use, and just suppose we have a list. Okay, suppose we have a list, and list I will discuss just in a couple of minutes. We have a list. Okay, in a list, list mean, suppose we have a shop. Okay, in a shop, this is the electronic shop. In the electronic shop, we have different items. Okay, electronic items. The first item is mouse. The second item is, if we can see, the keyboard. Okay, and the third, oh sorry, here double right. So keyboard, sorry, keyboard, and the third item is, we can say, keyboard, mouse, and monitor. Okay, so these are the three items suppose we have in our list in our shop. Okay, so these are the three items in our shop. Okay, now I want to print each of the item in the in a shop. So how I can print all the item in our shop? See, I will write a simple. Suppose you have 100 items in your shop, 100 of items, or 1,000 of items in your shop. Because for here, just simply we will write three items, and now you want to print the number of item in the list. Okay, just write print X in shop. Okay, so here it will start from so here it will start from X, mean from the first, second, and third. So it is in a list. So first list, it will just let me print, and you will see the output first. Then I will explain you print X. Okay, just let me print Control V. Now invalid. Okay, shop. Okay, here. So you need to write a double quote, this one. Okay, colon. This colon is very important, so you have to write the colon. Okay, because this is, and here you need to type the indentation. This is the indentation. Okay, after that you need to give the space. Okay, so now see, so it will display keyboard, see, mouse, keyboard, and monitor, because X start from the first item in a list, second item it will display, then the third item in a list it is going to display. So the loop, if you have 1,000, as I told you, if you have 1,000, it means you have some more, like CPU. Okay, then you can go graphic card, CDs. Okay, like we have LCDs. Okay, then you can add more items. If you have 100 of items, like SD card, SD card, this is another item. Okay, now these are the items. Now you want to display all these items. Okay, suppose you have 1,000 of items in your shop, then how you can display this print? Yeah, the indentation is very important. Okay, all of you please run the program and see the output. See here, so it is going to start from the first item in a list. Okay, then the second item in a list, third item, fourth item, fifth, and sixth. It means if you have 100 item, you can display with this for loop. It start from the first up till the last. Okay, so it will iterate until the end. Okay, so this is for loop. Now clear? All of you have done this program. Did you write the program? Yes, please tell me. Yes, please tell me. You have done, finished? Yes. 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 Done? Finished? Now we want to make some changes here. Okay, now this is the for loop now. So in between, just if we are saying just see this one, then we can say print X. If suppose here, because it should be under this one, if X is equal to X is equal to equal to. Okay, so X is equal to, we can say CPU. Okay, so X is equal to CPU. X is equal to CPU. Then break the statement. Okay, we can say break. So we want to, sorry, here break the loop. Okay, now we can see What is the output of this one? Run the program and you will see. See, it will display from mouse, keyboard, monitor, and CPU. So if this one is equal to this one, now it is going to break the loop. So it means break statement, we can stop the loop before it has loop through all the items. Before it loop through all the items. So break statement, stop the loop. Okay. Did you observe? Did you check this one? Yes, please. Now it is okay. So now this is the break statement. Okay. Now the second statement is the continuous statement. Okay. If now we will see this is a break statement. Now we are going to type another one is the continuous statement. Okay. Print X. Okay. Now here Control X. Let me just change a little bit and you will see print X. 1 minute. Here, just I will tell you the difference between continuous statement. So with the continuous statement, we can stop the current iteration of the loop and continue with the next. Okay. Now you will see how you can do it. CONTINUE. Continue. Okay. So this continue. Let's see how it will work. The continue statement. So if you want, so you can use. See here. Mouse, keyboard, monitor, LCD, SD card. So mouse, keyboard, LCD, monitor, SD card. Because if X is this one, it will continue. It is not going to display the CPU, but it will continue the X. Okay. Now we will go to the functions now. Okay. So function is very important in today's lecture, and then we will go to the practical. Now we will go for the functions. Okay. Now, so first of all, you need to understand what is function and why we need these functions. Okay. So first, the function is a block of code which only runs when it is called. So print is a function, break is a function, type is a function. These are the built-in function, the Python function. The same way you can create your own function, so you don't need to write a set of code. Suppose so you have step number 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, okay, and step 5, or any other steps. Okay, if you need to, so if you need all these steps to print again, so again you need to go and write a program. Again you need to copy paste. Again, if you need to write the same code, you need to again print these all steps. Okay, so what we are going to do, so we can write a simple function. Okay, so just we need to call the function rather than typing a full code. So rather than typing a full code, we can write a function. Okay, so we can write a full function. Okay, so now instead of typing a 100 line of code, we can type a we can write a function and we can call in our program. So function is a block of code which only runs when it is called. So you can pass data known as a parameter into a function, and function can return a data as a result. Now suppose the simple function today, just I will explain you a very simple function. Just after that I will show you how you can install the Raspberry iOS and all these things. So simple function, just let me define the function. Okay, so just how to define the function: def and my function. You can write my function, any name you can write. Okay, my function. Okay, so this is your, so this is the name of the function. Okay, this is the name of the function. Inside define is a keyword. Okay, this is the keyword. Define is a keyword in a Python. So you can define the function, okay? So this is the keyword. In Python, a function is defined using a def keyword, okay? So this is a keyword, okay? After that, what you need to do, you need to type the name. This is the name of the function, okay? And here you can see what it is going to return, okay? Now we will see calling a function and how we can do it. Suppose if I need to print a simple function, okay? If I need to print a hello message, okay? Suppose if I need to print a hello message, print. So here, first give the indentation, print my name is Ali. So, okay, my name is Ali. Okay. So this is my function. Okay. Suppose anything you can write inside the function. You can do anything. We will do it later on. We will write some complex function later on. Okay. Now, so I need to call this function. Okay. So I need to call this function. Just copy this one, my function. Okay. Here in the program, suppose in a program or some other program, you need to write this function. Just simply write my function. So it will call this function my function. Now let me copy and you will see. So it is going to call the function or not. Okay. Now simply invalid syntax my function. This is syntax. There is a problem with that. Okay. Underscore. You can write underscore. Okay. So this is the name. Okay, but here you can write colon. Okay, there is a problem with this one. So here write a colon. Okay, so this is your function. It is starting same like the if else condition. Okay, just type this one. Now you can see my name define. Okay, so line number 5, there is a the error. So now see, just 1 minute. This is underline. Okay. Now see, now we call the function here. If you need to call this function, you don't need to write print my name is Ali. So you can call this function in your program 100 times. So you don't suppose this is it looks strange if you have 100 line of code in your function. So you don't need to type the 100 line of code. Suppose this is print Ali and Control C, Control V, Ali Ahmad. Okay, then again Muhammad. Then one more. Suppose 100 line of code you have in your function, 100 of lines, okay, or maybe 50 lines, or maybe you have more lines. Muhammad. Then you can write any other name, okay, and here Aisha. Okay. Then more. So we can print one more. This is the last. Suppose you have 100 lines of Ahad. Okay, anything you can write. Suppose just you can run the program and you will see now you don't need to write print 100 times in your program. Suppose in other, just you can call this function here. It is inside the program, it is there, so you don't need to write the print 100 times and this one. So you already write the function. Now you can call this function in your program anytime. Okay, now it is clear. So function is a block of code which only run when it is called. So now you are going to call your function and you can pass the data known as a parameter into a function, and a function can return a data as a result. Now, see, now if we need to find the circumference of the function, now the scenario is the function is to, so write a function, write a program by using a function, write a program to find the circumference, of the circle. Okay, so this is, we are going to write a simple program which will find the circumference of the circle. Okay, circumference of the circle. So simple, if you will see here, simple, how we can write the function, how we can write the simple program. If you need to type a simple program here, suppose how you can find the circumference of the circle. So formula, simple formula, I'm just telling you. Circumference, suppose C is the circumference. Okay, C circumference. Okay, if you need circumference, okay, circumference, if you need to find the circumference, so you need 2 pi r. Okay, 2 pi r. So what is the value of the pi? Pi is 3.14. This is the pi value. And what is the radius? 2 pi r. R is the radius. Okay, r is the radius. So radius, this is the radius. Okay, so this is the radius value. So the value, suppose the radius of our circle is 5. Okay, so just you need to multiply with 5. So this is without a function we are going to type. Suppose if you need to find the circumference of the circle, if the radius is 5, then you can type 5. If the radius is 6, then what will happen? If the radius, now you can see here. So here, just we will go, and here it is. Okay, clear, CLS. Okay, 1 minute. This is the, just 1 minute, we can go for the new file. Okay, you can see here circumference, this is the one, 2 multiply this and this, then circumference of the radius 6. So here 6, if the radius is 6, if the radius is 7, this will be the circumference. If the radius is 8, this is the circumference. If the radius is 9, this is the circumference. Suppose if the radius, now radius is going to be changed. See here, the radius is going to be changed. Okay, so you need to print circumference 1, 2, 3, print 1, print 2, print 3, 4. See how many line of code we are going to write, how many times we need to write. See here, so we need to write 100 times. Suppose if we need to have a radius, because the radius is basically, it's a variable because it's changing continuously. So the radius, so we need to ask the user to input the radius and it will calculate. Okay, so we will write a function. So we can write a function so which will find out the radius of the circle. If you run this program, it will see here radius, RIDUS, radius. Okay, so now because it is not going to, because it need to print, so print, what should it print? Circumference. It need to print the let me take circumference of the circle is, so circumference of the circle, so here circumference 1, see here circumference 1. So if you need to print 100 times, you can see here Control C, circumference of 1, then circumference of the second, then circumference third, because the value is changing now, 5, 6, 7, because this is the radius now. Because we are writing a function, and this is not a function, this is a simple program. Okay, 3, 4. Okay, so just simply let me run this one because I don't want to print all. This is just a, see here the circumference of the circle 31.0, 37, 34, because it is going to multiply, na? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is just a multiplication, as I told you. So this is the result. But this, it seems, you know, if I need to call, suppose if the value of, see the radius value is continuously changing. The radius value is continuously changing. So we need to write a function. Whatever the value of the radius is there, so it will ask from the user, and you can call this function in your program anywhere. Suppose if you need to call your function 100 times, okay, in your program, So simply you don't need to write a complete set of code or 100 line of code. So simply you can go to the program and write the function. Now here we are going to write a function. Okay, suppose def. We are going to define the function. Okay, now after that we need, so because after that we need the name of the function. Okay, so this name of the function, it will return the value. So information can be passed into the function as an argument. So here suppose radius, radius. Okay, any value, because this is the argument we are passing to our function. Okay, so we need to specify the function after we need to pass the argument after this name. Okay, now this is the name of the function CIR, and then write a colon. Okay, inside then add the indentation. Okay, circumference, which will say C is equal to 2 pi. Pi means 3.14. This is the value of the pi, and multiply by radius. Okay, so this is the radius. So this is the radius. Whatever the radius value we will enter, it will change here. Okay, so it will change here. Okay, then return C. Return return C. Okay, return C. So return, you need to also type here with the indentation. Okay, now it is going to return the value C, because the C value. Then you need to print the circumference. Okay, circumference, and here, so the value, whatever the value you will give, suppose, no, this is the function name. Circumference is equal to CIR, and then you need to give the value. Okay, so what is the value of the radius? You need to give the value here. Okay, so whatever, suppose it is, if it is 5, otherwise you can take the input from the user. Okay, and print. Now we want to print this circumference. Okay, now want to print this circumference. Now call this function. Okay, now we are calling this function in our program, print circumference. Okay, see here, print circumference. See here. Now let me copy and run the program, and you will see the circumference is this one, because 5. Now just change the value here, 6. Run the program once again, and it will print. See, it depends on, so you don't need to type 100 line of code. See here, we have, we have a few lines. This is the function. So in this case, we have a very few lines. If suppose, as I told you, if we have 100 line of code, then what will happen? So you need to type 100 line of code again and again in your program. It look messy and it look not professional. So always better to call the function in your program. Okay, so better to call the function in your program. So now again, I'm going to just summarize. So function is a block of code which only run when it is called. Okay, so function is a block of code which only run when it is called. So you can pass a data known as parameter into a function, and function can also return a data as a result. Okay, now as I told you, so we need just simple. All of you, it's clear? Yes, please tell me.
Yes, Mister.
Clear? You are practicing? Yes. Okay. Now what we can do, I will just one or two things like the list. Okay. Now the last topic we can discuss about, okay, the dictionaries in a Python. Dictionary, list. Last time, okay, first let me discuss about the list, then we can discuss about the dictionary. Okay, so list. So basically now list. Okay, list, list. Now we are going to discuss about the list. So lists are used to store a multiple item in a single variable. Okay, so list is used to store a multiple
Mister,
item. Yes,
Mister, we want scenario with solution in e-learning.
Yeah, this is the scenario I'm telling you now. The scenario. Suppose now what is list? See, each program I give the scenario. Have you seen? Each program I give the scenario. Suppose in the last program I told you, so we need to write a function to find the circumference of the circle. Okay, this is the first scenario. The second scenario was we need to find the addition of two number. Now because this is, I'm not going to teach you the Python. Just I will give you a little, just the fresher, because we understand and we know this is not a Python course. This is not a Python programming course. Here I will give you in today's lecture, I will explain you all the possible things which can be used in the SBC programming, okay? Because the same program we will use in our Raspberry Pi, the Python program we will use. So the Python programming, at least you should know the idea. So you should know how we can write the Python program. So what is the variable? Okay, what is the syntax of the Python program? What are the variable? What are the data type? Okay, how you can go for the Python data type casting, string, Boolean operation. Okay, these things at least you should know. Okay, and now we are going to discuss about the list and dictionary, these which are important in our program, which can be used in our, which will be used in our IoT programming. Okay, so these are very important. Now suppose the list, as I told you, so list are used to store a multiple item in a single variable. See, in a variable you can store only 10, or you can store like one item. Yeah, so you can store only a one item in a variable. Yes, so whether you can store string or you can store integer or you can store a float. Okay, suppose, so this is the basic 15.5. So you can store a float. So these are the things, mean you can only store a single item, single value in your variable. Did you get me? So now here you are only going to store a single value. Okay, but in a list, in a list, in a list, you can, in a list you can store multiple values. Okay, multiple values in a single variable, in a single variable, in a single variable. Now how you can declare the, so here you can see in each variable you can store only one value. If you will add another value, it will give you the error message. You cannot add a second value, 10, 20, you cannot add 30, you cannot add, because in a variable you can add only a single value, but in a list you can store a multiple value in a single variable. Okay, so this list we will now, I don't want to make it complex, like here, like the list. Okay, my list is like, I have a shop, as I told you, shop. So this is my variable name, shop is my variable name. In the shop I have a list. Okay, list of item, as I told you, keyboard, sorry, mouse, keyboard, keyboard, multiple item. Now I'm going to just, so here keyboard. Okay, then you can go for as I told you, CPU. See, now we are having a multiple items. Okay, CPU, then you can go SD card. See here in a list, this is your list name. Okay, this is the name of the list, as I told you. So you are going to store, now you are going to store a multiple items, multiple values in your list. See, now if you have 100 item you can store in a list. See here, so you have mouse, keyboard, CPU, SD card, graphic card, cables. Okay, and USB, all these things. Suppose you have 100 items, so you can store in a list, okay, in a list. So now if you need to print the list, so simply go to write print, okay, and after that the name of the list, okay. So name of the list is shop, 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 okay. See here, this is the name of the list. So now you can print. Just let me check, I will show you. Okay, now here, now you can see here mouse, keyboard, CPU, SD card. So I can print the number of items in my list, okay. So just if we need the list, okay, now here you can also add a duplicate item in a list, but in a set you cannot add the duplicate items, okay. Suppose if you need to add the items in a list, if you need to add the item in a list, how you can add the item in a list? Just 1 minute. So if you need to add the items, some item, because here 3 items are there, but in the item, if you need to add the item in a list, what you need to do, just write here, sorry, before print we want to add the item in a list, okay. So the function, it will use append function, okay. Append function, append, append function is going to be used to add the item in a list, okay. So which item we want to add? Like USB, okay, we want to add this item in a list, okay. So which list we want to add? Append. So which list we want to add? Just write dot, and here the name of the list, shop. So this is the name of the list, shop, and we want to append, we want to add this item in our list, okay. So this is the list, okay. So shop is our list, we want to append this item in our list, okay. Now let me copy and paste it here, and you can run the program, save it, and you can see now this item has been added in your in a list. It means it has been added, okay. So now another function, insert, is also a method to insert the item at specify index. So here you can add, see here the USB is going to add at the end, but if you want to add at the particular place, suppose after the mouse you want to add the SD card, okay. If after the mouse you want to add the SD card, so how you can do it? Suppose then you need to type this key, this function, insert function, in sert insert function, and here, so after first item we want to add the USB, after the mouse, okay, we want to add here. Now let's see how it will, what will be the output. Let's see. Now you can see mouse, USB. So because we are going to insert in the first after mouse, okay, so 0, and this is a second position, okay, this is a second position. Now as I told you, if you need to get something from the list, okay, as I told you, if you need to get something from the list, okay, suppose you have a big list, just one, let me add CPU, just 1 minute, okay. So you have the CPU, keyboard, mouse, just 1 minute, let me add them, this one, Control X, USB, graphic card, G card, okay, network card, we can say network card, then we have cables, okay, cables, all these things. Suppose you have the 100 item, okay. Now as I told you, so now if you want to print all the item in a list one by one, So how you can print all the item in a list one by one? All the item in a list. First thing is you can simply write print shop, so it will print everything. But if you want, suppose for loop, we want to add a for loop. Okay. Suppose if we want to print X, okay, in so print X from it will start from the 0, so from the first. So whatever in is a keyword, is a function it is going to use, and shop. Okay. So here now print X. Now this is the list value. It will start 1 X. It will print one time. Then it will go again, go to the list, and it will print the second value because it is going to be increment. No? So just Control C, Control V, run the program, and you see, just 1 minute, put the indentation. Okay, indentation is very important, as I told you. Now run again, and you will see here, mouse, keyboard, CPU, SD card, N card, and if you have 100 items, you can print all the item one by one. Okay, you can print all the item in a list one by one. Okay, even if you need a loop through the index number, you can also print through the index level. Okay, length of your list or all these things, you can do it. I will not go in detail. So now it is clear, all of you? Yes. Now the last thing, and after that our Python is next time I will just use the Python program in our Raspberry Pi, okay, for the SBC programming. Okay, for the SBC programming. So this ideally I will not use it. Maybe if we will use the actual device, then I will use the IDLE. Now, so now we are going to discuss about the last topic here of today is the dictionaries. Okay, dictionary. So dictionary is basically can store two values, multiple value, but two values. Okay, data value in a key and the value data value in a key and the value and the pairs. A dictionary is the collection which is in order, changeable, and does not allow a duplicate. So dictionaries, simply we will write a dictionary. Okay, same. Suppose, just wait here. Suppose, see, now the same example we will say what is the difference between dictionary and the list. If you will see the list, we have a mouse. If we need to print the price of the mouse, we cannot, because we need to create another list then. Okay, so we need a price, another list, price, mouse price. We can print another, like the price is, suppose we can say 600. Okay, the price of keyboard is, sorry, 6 real. Then keyboard is 8 real, suppose, and CPU is 45 real. Okay, so we need to create another list. Yes, like SD card 3 real. Okay, graphic card 56 real. Okay, and if we need network card is 10 real. Okay, so it means we need to, if we need to add the price as well, then we need to create another list. Yes, so the second option, what we can do it here. So so here, instead of this braces, we can add the, sorry, add this one, and the mouse, the value is, we can say this column, and the value the price of the mouse is 6, and the same thing you can add. Just one minute. Control C. 6 mean 8 real. Okay, this is the dictionary. Now we are creating a dictionary. Okay, sorry, 8, CPU 45 real or whatsoever. Just let me, SD card. SD card is, suppose, 3 real. G card we can say graphic card 56. Okay. Network card is 10 real, and the cable we can say, okay, 4 real. Okay. Now at the end we need to close. Okay, we need to close this braces. Okay, we need to close the braces. Now if we want to print, okay, this is a shop, just 1 minute. This is a shop. In our shop we have a different, then we need to print. Okay, now so control 1 minute, and so I need to print this dictionary. Okay, so print shop, this is my dictionary. I need to print both. Okay, then how I can print, just simply take this one and control B, run. Now you can see here it is going to display the prices of your dictionary. Okay, now now if you need to see here mouse 6 keyboard, it means you have the value, and you have the key and the value. This is the key and this is the value. So this is the key mean, so this is the value of this keyboard, this is the value of the CPU, and so in a dictionary, same way you have the word and you have the meaning. Yeah, so word is like strict, or we can say any word, okay, like critical, definitely it has a meaning. So it has two things. In a dictionary we have two things, word and meaning. Okay, hard is a word, so definitely it has a meaning. So dictionary, the word is derived from the actual one. If you will just focus on the dictionary, you can you have two things. Okay, the word and the meaning. Okay, in a dictionary, so you have the word and the meaning. Okay, the same way you have the key and the value. Okay, this is the key and this is the value. Okay, suppose if you are interested only in the CPU. Okay, suppose if you are interested only in the CPU, so just you can go shop, and here you can type in double quotation, I need CPU. Okay, and run the program. Now error CPU, 1 minute, this is a capital, suppose CPU. Now see, it will display the value of the CPU, because if you are interested to see the value of the CPU, so you can just write print shop and the CPU. Okay, so it will only show you the price of the CPU. Okay, now if you want to see the data type, so now this is clear now, all of you. So I think now it's time to end the thing. So now it's clear. So what is the difference between dictionary and the list? So what is a dictionary, what is a list? Okay, now it's clear. Yes, yes please. Yes, it is clear now.
Yes,
So
Mr.
Yes.
so thank you so much for today. So that's all for today. Let me
Please like and subscribe to HaiderTech.